All right. Oh, man. Here we go. Another Tuesday. Got to bring in the chats. Oh, man. I'm like hot. Where's the chats? Hello, chatters. Maybe. Why is this doing this? Hello. There it goes. Stupid computer. Where's my chatters at? Are y'all in here? Maybe. I don't know. I see John's in here. Brandon's in here. Burner account. Jason's in here. Everything is loud and clear. Thank you, Burner account. It's about damn time. It's only been like 3 weeks, dude. You've been slipping, but I'll let it slide this time. Thank you, Burner account. I love that guy. Oh God, T-Town's in with the second. Everything's good. All right, cool. Who else is in here? Jeremy's in here. Jason Perry, Brandon. Who else is in here? Mom's in here, of course. Tony's in here. God, I hope so. If he's not, something's not right. The T-Towns is in there. All right, I think we got a little bit of a show. Why not? All right. So, if everybody can hear me, Zach Rounds is in here. What up, Zach? Ryan Wilcox, what up? Hunter is in. Cool. All right, let's do this. All right, guys, I'm going to turn this off. And we're going to start the show off right. It's Tuesday. Y'all know what it is. So hold on. I gotta get my fingers ready. It's like multitasking like a son of a bitch. Oh, I'm going to see if I can do this. Here we go. Am I still here? I never know what happens. Every time I touch buttons, fuck, who knows? Something always happens. I'm somewhere above Colorado. Oh shit, someone's on the plane watching the show. Shut the hell up. Nice one. I can't be any quicker. It's all right, burner count. Like I said, I'll let it slide. The last 3 weeks, not so much, buddy. Not so much. All right, so here we go. It is Tinter Tuesday. That's right, live right here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. All those social media things, whatever. It's here. It's live. And man, if you guys don't know, it is. I consider it Autobahn week. It is Autobahn week, right? Conference up in Denver, Colorado. I'll be up there tomorrow morning. I'm actually picking up 2 of my accounts at the airport tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait. Haven't met these guys in person, but oh my god, do I get phone calls from both of them all the time? Probably daily. And they're both watching the show right now. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. You guys can call me anytime. You guys can cuss me out, bitch at me, whatever. I don't care. That's what I'm here for. All right. So it's Autobahn week. Show tonight. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of announcements going to happen at the conference. Lots of stuff. Matter of fact, the guest tonight, Tony Kiger. If you guys don't know Tony Kiger, he is a territory manager for Autobahn. And he says he knows how to tint. I don't believe him. I really don't. And when I offered him a spot on the show, and I was like, hey, do you want to be on the show? He's like, I thought you would never ask. And I'm like, why? He's like, because I don't tint. But yet he's told me in the past that he knows how to tint. So I don't know if he's just pulling my fucking leg or not. I want to see him tint a window. I know the son of a bitch can do some PPF, and I know he can do some coatings. I want to see if that guy can actually tint a window. Just saying. So Tony, I want to see you do it. I want to see you do a window. I demand a fucking window tinted by Tony Kiger. Someone said, let's make him shrink. I agree. Tony, can you shrink? Can you shrink? You can? Yeah, we'll see about that. But anyways, I love you, Tony. So my guest tonight, Tony Kiger, PPF. Oh my God. Phenomenal PPF installer and trainer. And man, paint correction, coating, buffer, polisher. Oh my God, the dude's all over it, right? Just saying, he's a good guy. And I like to say that he's a friend of mine, and I love the fact that we work together because I can call him up all the time. I try not to, though, Tony. I try not to bother you because I know you're busy. Okay, so tonight's show, yeah, you guys know. Tonight's show brought to you by Tintbuster. That's right, guys. Tintbuster, the tint tool that is literally changing the way we install. I mean, this is it right here. Tintbuster. Okay. And here you go. If you guys don't know what Tintbuster is, you go tintbuster.com. I can't. Fuck. I can't even get my hand to go straight. Scan the code right here on the screen. It is right there. If you guys are interested in the Tintbuster, go check it out. Tintbuster.com. Scan the code and get one. I've got one, and I know tons of other guys that got one, and they absolutely love this thing. LU has literally produced something to make things a lot easier for us. Instead of carrying a keg around or even the little pump bottles and stuff like that. This is fantastic, and you guys need to get one. So go over to tintbuster.com, check it out. He's got tons of video clips over there and everything, so Thank you, Tim Buster. Thank you, LU, for being part of the show. And don't worry, guys. I'll bring that back up later. Okay, I'll bring it back up later. But I think we need to bring Tony in. I think we need to bring Tony in and get some fucking answers. I'm just saying, right? I want answers, Tony. You liar. You don't know how to tint. Anyways, guys. I'm just kidding. Oh, my God. Without further ado, my guest tonight, Tony Kiger, PPF and Coatings Master. Here he is. Tony, welcome to the show.
I'm excited.
Are you there? Are you there? Are you there?
I'm here. I am.
You're here. All right. All right. First off, Tony, thank you so much for being on my little show here on Tuesdays. And I understand that you just flew into Denver for the conference.
In my hotel room.
Yeah, you literally got off the plane and you had to wait 40 minutes for your bags because of why?
So the luggage handler from the plane to the baggage claim ran out of gas with everybody's luggage.
He ran out of gas.
That's the first.
Oh, God. But, hey, you got your bags. You got over to the hotel, and you still made it in time to do the show, so I appreciate it. And I know you're probably tired from flying and everything, and I appreciate it. I do. Gosh, man, I don't even know where to start. I mean, I've got questions, but I don't know where to start. But I think what we need to do is at least, if anybody doesn't know who you are, I feel sorry for him. I'll explain. if anybody out there that's watching or watches this afterwards and doesn't know who you are, I think it's fair that you take a little bit of time and just kind of introduce yourself, where you're at, what you're doing, just kind of a brief summary about Tony. So go ahead, Tony.
Yeah, so as you said, I am a territory manager, as you are, for Autobahn, Cooper Optic, and Edge. So 3 brands. I've spent most of my life being a professional in detailing, so specializing in paint corrections, coatings, disassembly of vehicles, to performing it at a concourse level, until getting into paint protection film for about 4 years now, and specializing in every kind of car. So whether it's your Honda Civic or Lamborghini STO or some 67 275 GTB Ferrari, full body PPF, and then now training. So I've done a little bit of everything. So, as well as being trained as a window tinter. Not that I do it every day, but I do know how to call you out.
I was going to call you out. Okay, so you're kind of a jack of all trades in a sense for the industry. I mean, you've had your hands on just about anything that the industry's about: window tint, PPF, coatings, paint corrections. I know you know how to do decals and stuff like that. I know you're kind of a jack of all trades, but
master.
But here's the thing, though. I still don't believe you that you know how to tint, because I've never seen you lay a window. Yes. But I want to see it.
So when I worked in House of Porsche, I was a subcontractor back in the day, and that's where I was trained to do PPF and window tint. So at the time, I had to tint as well as another guy that works alongside of us. And first of all, I actually was one of the first ones that I know of, at least, to post the video of how to felt Panameras, because we felted every single Panamera. So I would strip all the door panels off, prep them, felt them, and then at that time, Tinter would come in. So I bought the film, heat shrink it, install it, aside from when I was training, I shrink and installed. So Panameras, like the back of my hand.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I'll take your word for it, because you've never lied to me yet, so I'll take your word for it. But I still want to see it. I want to see you lay a window.
Cayennes, did a lot of Cayennes and Macans, actually.
No thanks. I'm out on Porsches. It's the stupid quarters in the front. I hate them. Everybody hates them.
You just stick it in, done.
Get out of here, Tony. Whatever. Get out of here with that bullshit. That's fine. So, all right. PPF.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about PPF that just draws you into it to be that masterful at PPF? Like, what is it that just makes you just like Where's
OC.
it? What is it?
Well, that would come from the detailing side. So my nickname that I got from the detailing side is Eye of the Kiger. That came from attention to detail and being able to see things that a lot of people don't have a trained eye for. So if you're doing detailing wise and we're trying to correct paint, we need to be able to see the defects. Well, a lot of people don't notice, defects that are underneath, or they see base clear texture. So it's training a person's eye to actually be able to see that, and then that carries on to other things, whether it's tint or PPF, or vinyl or coatings. So that's when PPF becomes a little bit of a nightmare process, because you want it to look as good as a finished paint job or a paint correction, and you're working with something that's 8 mils thick and trying to stretch it and contour it and not leave marks or impressions or lift lines. So it's opaque. It's not like vinyl where it's a color change.
I've done PPF in the past. I am by far the best person at PPF, and I give all you guys that do PPF a lot of credit, because I don't know. There's just, I think it's you either can grasp both and do them both very well, or you're really good at one versus the other, and that's where I'm at. Like, I can tint all day long. I can't do PPF.
And I started out a lot differently than probably most PPF installers. Like, literally the first 2 cars I ever put PPF on were both Porsches. So the first one is a full body black GT3 Touring, and the second car I ever did was a full body GT3 RS. Remove all the factory stickers, disassemble the car, wrap the entire car, reassemble, and then resticker the whole car. Those are the first 2 cars I ever put film on. So the expectation was a lot higher starting out than your average Honda or Camry or something like that. That's so.
Yeah, I mean, some of those cars are real intricate cars. I mean, it's it's some fucking work. I mean, I've been in shops. I've watched guys do those kind of cars, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna tint the windows and walk away. And that was my job. I just tinted it and left, and that was it.
It's a lot faster that way, I'll tell you that.
Oh my goodness! And so, okay, so you're in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
You like Florida?
Yes, because I was born and raised in Ohio. Got married in Ohio. My wife drugged me to Vegas because that's where she grew up most of her life, and she couldn't handle the winter in Ohio. So got shell shocked in the deserts from not having any greenery and just desolate. And got a job in Florida, subcontractor in house of Porsche. So I worked exclusively for them in house. And my wife is a Disney fanatic, so we have Disney here. It's warmer. It doesn't snow. So there's palm trees.
Yeah, she's got her greenery. Perfect fit.
And she's close to the ocean. So
there you go. This is your second time to Denver?
Yes, the first one was freezing cold.
Yeah, I was with you on the first one. It wasn't that bad. Come on.
It was 12 degrees. I mean, I got hit with a flying snowball,
That was Billy. That was not me. That was all Billy. Billy's just like, hey, get your camera ready. I'm like, why? And he's like, watch this. Boom. And I was like, oh, shit.
Kratz and I knew something was happening.
Well,
he stayed inside and let me go first.
Yeah. I was wanting to get Kratz, but I thought, I better not. I better not hit my boss with the snowball. But yeah. But anyways, Billy did it for us. Man. Okay. Work aside, because I see some of the stuff you do outside of work, but what do you do for fun? Do you have any hobbies besides throwing PPF on like expensive cars? I mean, do you got anything else that you do on the side besides work?
Aside from my wife dragging me to Disney, we have 2 boys. I have a almost 5-year-old. He'll be 5 on the 4th of July, and then just over 1-year-old. So 2 boys, and they take up a good bit of time. But one of my hobbies with my oldest boy is building Legos together. So we have a whole bunch of speed champion cars, which come, the Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bugattis, all those, and he loves to build those with me. And then we have the larger scale ones that those are actually wall mounted at the moment. But we have the McLaren F1 car to build together. So when I get back, we'll probably build that one, or we'll go to Legoland, which is only 15 minutes away from the house.
Do you guys have like a room that's just dedicated to Legos? Because I know you guys do a lot of Legos. I do know that.
Before I had the two boys, I had a bookshelf that was just all of the Lego cars all displayed. That doesn't work in our house currently because if he sees them, he wants to play with them. So I had to educate him on, okay, Hot Wheels cars, you can wreck them. The Lego cars don't get wrecked because then we got to rebuild them. And Dad doesn't
rebuild them.
Yeah. So he has a shelf in his room that has pull-out drawers, and they're all stacked and laid in there. So, but yeah, there's the random times I come home and there's a pile of them there, and I'm like, he's like, Dad, these are broken. I'm like, how'd that happen? Which one of these parts goes to which car? Because now I got to figure out, because there's not just one broken car, there's like three. I'm like,
oh man. Now you gotta like separate everything and figure out which one goes to which.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately, I keep all the instructions for all of them.
Oh, see, I'm glad you do, because if I was once I built something, I'm like, well, I don't need this shit anymore, and I just throw it away. So,
well, it'd be different if I didn't have kids playing with it.
Well, yeah, true. No, I get that. Man, I wish I was closer to Disney. I've only been to Disney twice in my life, but I did get to take my son for the first time. And there's man, seeing him lit up at Disney was probably one of the best moments I've had with my son, because he was just like in awe. And he begged me for like 2 years to take him, and I'm like, not yet. And I had to like, switch things up and try to get his mind off of it, because he would watch a commercial and he'd just be like, "Can we go?" And I'm like, "No."
Well, see, Disney is mom's time with them, even though I'll go. And then Legoland, which is actually closer to us, that's the father-son time.
Hell yeah.
We'll go there, just the two of us, and have fun.
I wish there was a Legoland closer, because my son's dude used to see the desk in his room. It's like covered, because he does a lot of Legos, and then he'll build what it is, and then he'll tear it all down, and then he'll start making all these small little things, and he'll come running in and be like, "Hey, what's this?" And I'm like, I don't know. Tell me. And he'll tell me, and I'm like, son of a bitch, how the hell do you do that? Like, I don't know. The kid's like a genius when it comes to building. So I wish there was one closer.
No, my son's particular. Like we have random accessory ones where you can just build whatever you comes to your mind. But he doesn't do that very well. He's so set on it has to look like what it should look like that I don't want to have to just randomly build something. He hasn't gotten to that part yet, but
oh man,
he'll get there. The creative part will come out.
Yeah. Gosh, let's see what else, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. What else can we talk about? I'm trying to think of some other things that just kind of throw you in a loop. I don't know. Shit.
I mean, I started out detailing out of my parents' garage out in the middle of the country, which was not the most ideal place when you have to go driving into town to pick up a car and drive it all the way back outside of town, and the driveway's gravel, and then it rains, and by the time you get back to it, it's half trashed again. So,
yeah, that would absolutely suck. That would suck.
I've worked in independent shops from high end to, well, both of them actually been high end, and in dealerships. I mean, I worked for Volkswagen for 8 years, worked for Cadillac for 3, which we actually had Cadillac, Infiniti, Sprinter, Smart, and Mercedes all in house. So I covered all those brands, and then Porsche. So, been in both independent and dealership lifestyle. Never going back to dealership lifestyle.
I was going to say, the dealership style is so different. It's so different, and I think that's anybody in this industry that's had to deal with dealership. It's a whole new realm than just dealing with like independent stuff. It's different.
Well, I mean, a dealership is, they might tell you that you have a certain amount of time on the car, which that's not even realistic, because you might as well cut that in half, and then
less than half.
And then be like, well, the car's going to be leaving tomorrow, so you need to get that car done right now. and then you finish it. Which I mean, I've in Porsche, I had keys to the building, and I was a subcontractor. Shouldn't have had keys to the building, but I was the first one there, the last one to leave. The latest I stayed was 3:30 in the morning to finish a Speedster full body. That was supposed to be leaving the next day, that then sat there for another 2 weeks.
The dealership lifestyle is almost pretty close to the military lifestyle. It's the hurry up, and then it just sits. It's the hurry up program. It is. I had a dealership in Oklahoma, and it was the BMW dealership. And they would call and they're like, "Hey, can you get a tinted?" Yeah, sure. Do you have like ETA of like when you need it back or when it's being delivered, anything like that? And they're like, "Oh, it's not going till in the morning." Sweet. I'm in the shop 15 minutes, and then the salesman's calling me going, "Hey, is that car done yet?" And I'm like, "Are you serious? I just backed it in the shop. Like, stop it." Oh yeah, they're notorious for that.
Well, and the best part is like when they're in such a hurry to post a picture of a car to show that they have that car in inventory, but what they don't realize is they first post it with PPF on it or windows tinted on it, and then the GM's like, "Oh no, strip all that off the car because we can sell that again on the car." So then when the potential customer comes in and they're like, "Wait a minute, the car was tinted in the pictures. What happened to the window tint?" And they're like, I'm like, now I gotta pay again to have that done when it was already the way I wanted it in the picture. Like, yeah, they're really good at doing that. That way they double payment out of it.
Absolutely, they double dip worse than we do.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. The Porsche dealership here, anytime they had a trade in and that car was already done, they would bring it over. We would strip everything off. They put it on the lot, and then they would turn around and sell that whole package again. And it was just like, are you serious, man? Oh,
I stripped
brutal.
I mean, every car that came in that was used, we stripped all the windows off of it before it went back out on the lot.
Yeah.
Just so they could sell.
Yeah, just so they can make an extra $400 or $500 on a window tint package.
Yeah. And I mean, most of the cars are there. We didn't do anything less than 30 because that's a legal limit, so, in Florida at least.
Pathetic. It's pathetic. But hey, we got to eat too. You know what I mean? So we're just going to do it.
It's great for our company because, now you got film and start buying from us.
Absolutely. I mean, they pay for the removal side, and then it sits for a couple of days, weeks, month, or whatever. Then it comes back, and you're adding on top.
I mean, if you want a quality brand on your car, you got to make sure you got it.
I don't know what you're talking about. This show is not brought to you by Autobahn Performance Films. This is not that kind of a show, Tony. Tony. Okay. One more time. There it is. All right. I hope Kratz is watching. He should be like this. That's my boys right there. Look at this shit. Oh, he's probably not watching.
And if the territory's already taken, we also have Edge Films as well.
Absolutely. It's a sister brand of Autobahn, and we can also hook you up with that also. Yeah. Anyways, no, we're not doing all that shit. No. How's it feel to be back in Denver?
It's warmer today than it was last time. I didn't have to wear a coat getting off the plane. Great.
Are you excited about this week?
Excited and nervous because apparently I'm like the first speaker at the conference.
That's right. Oh God, I just hit my mic. That's right. You are the first speaker at the conference. So
anybody that's coming to the concert, I'm sorry if I bore you to death first thing in the morning. I will try not to, but I can't make promises. I am not a speaker. This is as much speaking as I get.
Okay, this is true. You don't really speak much. You don't, and
unless I'm training somebody, then different story.
But here's the thing, and me and you are going to know this, and then who else is in that chat? Billy and Dave. So we have our own little group chat on our Teams app.
Where I give shit all the time.
Yeah, all four of us give each other shit every day. But you brought it up. No, wait. I think Billy brought it up. He was asking questions about his presentation. Then you said, "Oh, I'm nervous because I da 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 da," and you said you didn't want to bore people. And then I think Billy's the one that came up and said, "Hey, we should put one of those shot collars around his
Oh,
ankle, and so every time it starts, zap him. And I was like, yeah, give me that fucking zapper. Give it to me. I'll zap his ass like every 5 seconds. I don't give a shit. So it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd be sitting back there going, y'all ready for the, watch this shit. Oh, shit. I've been doing, oh, God. You get so mad at me, dude. Yeah.
I'll just collapse to the floor and just, I don't know what's going on. Just remove it from the stage then.
Oh, whatever. Wait, what's Dave talking about? We don't talk about that, guys. What are you talking about? Yeah, we do. I can talk about whatever I want. It's my show, Dave. Shut up.
I mean, I have 45 minutes tomorrow to bore people to death. First thing.
And that starts, and the conference starts at what time?
Was it 8:30?
And you're first up at 9, right?
No, it's before that. I think it's 8:30.
You're at 8:30.
Yeah.
And you get how long? 30 minutes, 45 minutes.
45. And I'm like, gonna drag this one out.
So I'll walk in about 9:15. Like, did I miss Tony? Oh, damn.
Not at all. not that you don't already know what I'm going to be talking about.
Oh, whatever. No, I'll be there supporting you. I promise. I if anything, I'll stand up and say something, or I don't know. Maybe I'll stand up and flash the whole conference, and maybe that'll put a smile on your face and kind of loosen you up a little bit. I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know. I'll come up with something since we didn't get the shock thingy, but we'll figure it out.
We're expecting over 200 people, so.
Super Dave's talking the secret chat. What I could talk about whatever. Hey, get out of here, secret chat. I don't say what else we talk about. We're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. Anyways, I'm excited. You know, there's a. I mean, let's face it. There's going to be a lot of people there that a lot of us already know. We've already met at other window tint events and you know, things across the board. But I'm excited because I get to see some accounts that I've talked to just constantly on the phone, but I've never got to meet them in person.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about. Like, I actually get to shake hands with those accounts and be like, hey, it's about damn time. You know,
well, it's nice to put a face with a name. You know, we can talk on the phone all the time, but there's still that separation. So at least having an event like this where everybody can come together, and it's not just necessarily talking to one of us reps, it's talking to other business owners and other installers to see how they run and operate things to better yourself. Yep,
absolutely. Yeah, it's going to be a great experience for a lot of people, and it's going to hopefully, I mean, the whole point of this is to help anybody else that's out there in the Autobahn family. So I can't wait. I'm like,
you get the diversity of, you know, flat glass to automotive glass to PPF to coatings to paint correction guys. I mean, it's everything, and it's across 3 brands. So
yeah, no, it's going to be a good time, and I had a couple of guys message me today, and they're like, "Hey, are you up in Denver today?" And I'm like, "No, I had to work." You know, some of us actually had to I'm talking about Autobahn. Like, I had to fucking work today. You know.
I mean, I was on the plane. I'm like, hopefully the Wi-Fi works because I really need it.
I know I got to work, man. I'll be up there in the morning though. Yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good time. I know there's a lot of new stuff coming out and everything like that. And it's going to be great. It's going to be great. God, man, what else about you? Let's. I want to go back to you. Come on now. You're married. You got a kid. You got 1 kid. You live in Florida.
2 kids. Yeah.
Oh, you got 2. I thought it was just the 1.
2 boys. 2 boys.
Oh God. See, I wasn't even paying attention.
4 and a 1-year-old.
Sorry. Oh, that's. Never mind. I remember now.
My 1-year-old's a little fiery little ginger boy.
I remember. You can kick me in the nuts when I see you tomorrow and be like, you don't remember my other kid?
That's okay. Shot color. We're good.
Ow, shit. No, we're not doing that. I don't have to make any presentations.
You got the easy job there.
Oh my gosh! When Kratz was asking, I was just like, nope, I'm out. I'm out. Don't put me up in front of a group of people. I'll f shit up, man. I'll just be like,
I don't know if I was even actually asked. It was, hey Tony, here's your slot. I'm like, well, okay. And I start looking through the itinerary. I'm like, wait a minute, where's Dillinger? Where's Jason? Like, come on, guys. Like,
oops. But you know what though? It's Kratz. You never know what's gonna happen. You don't.
well, I mean, we have a lot of things working that are coming out and potentially coming out in the near future. So
Very new. Yeah, very near future. God Lord, I can't even talk.
a lot of testing and playing with items.
Yeah. I've got some of that testing on my truck right now, currently. So yes.
Well, that one might be getting launched actually. Oh wait, did we already mention that one?
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. No. Man. All right. Fuck it. Let's do this. I'm gonna turn it over to the chatters.
Oh yeah.
Let's bring them in and let's let these guys drill you.
Yeah, what you guys got? Come on.
Yeah, here we go. All right, chatters. It's Q&A time. So if you guys got some questions, or do you want to say anything to Tony? Here's your chance. Tony, you should bring Jason up as well during your no, I don't think so.
I like that idea.
No, I will miss your presentation. Shut up.
Gonna be like, here's the PowerPoint presentation. Now you got to fill all the rest of it in.
No.
Easiest car PPF. Ooh. Tesla. Definitely Tesla.
Here, I'm just gonna bring up this. Jordan says the one guy that talks the most publicly won't even be presenting. Damn.
Yep. Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, whatever.
You know what? I think it's the fact that people have heard him already enough. So.
Oh. Damn, dude, it's only once a week. Holy shit.
Only.
Oh, shit. Oh God. You want to go there, Tony?
GM Blackpink. Well, GM's the best.
Let me get to it. What? Calm down. Let me at least get their questions up. Holy shit.
I'm reading.
Well, stop. All right.
I won't skip any of them.
Just shut up. Oh my God. Let me grab some.
How about Kyle's in there?
Give it. Shut up, Tony. Good Lord. All right. Yes, Vinny, you're fired. That was quick. Okay. Here we go. How long to PPF an entire average sedan?
So there are stipulations. So if the car has been fully prepped, if there is any disassembly, if you are bulking the car, doing hybrid patterns versus regular straight patterns, if it's the full car, and if you were doing it all by yourself or if you have a helper. The last company I worked for, I was a single installer. I did have a prepper though, and disassembly guys. Aside from depending on the car, I would just disassemble myself. So for a full car with disassembly, already prepped, 3 days average, typically start to finish full car. And that's edge wrapped, everything. And those were typically hybrid patterns. So if I'm using software, I would modify the patterns to wrap what I want them to fully wrap. I don't usually use straight plotter cut patterns because, in my opinion, it doesn't cover as much as I want it to. I want to try to hide everything, make it look like a paint correction more so.
Gotcha.
So 3 days to 4 days maximum. I've never taken more than 4 days.
Any advice for someone trying to get into PPF?
Training. I mean, number one, training, because you're going to, whether you have training or not, you're going to be going through PPF just learning how to use it, how to manipulate it, what the tolerances are, how far you can stretch it, dialing in your slip solutions. That's going to be something you should learn in your training class. whether you're going to be edge wrapping or bulking. When I do a training, I teach both. I teach, if you have software and a plotter, I'll teach you how to plot, teach you how to modify, whether it's, whatever software it's going to be that you're using at that time. But I also will train you on how to bulk things, because there isn't always a pattern. So therefore you need to be able to do it even if you don't have access to a pattern.
Okay. What software do you use?
So,
or maybe, or what software would you recommend? So either way, like what would you use, and what's something you would recommend for the best for PPF?
So through Autobahn or Edge, we offer film and vinyl design. It's an option out there. There are, in my opinion, better options when it comes to PPF for patterns. I started out as a Expel installer. So I had DAP back in the day. That's actually what I started on. I know DAP inside and out, how to customize, modify anything. Core is also a really, really good option that is open for everybody, not just a Suntech or Lumar installer. So that's Core and DAP are literally just right there at each other until Disruptive comes out, which is not there to compete against those two, but you're going to have a more diverse library that you can download and purchase your own pattern yourself, and it's yours. So
there you go.
As well as being uploaded.
There you go. Even being a creator yourself. So Kyle, he says GM black paint correction. So I'm probably taking a stab at this, and maybe advice for GM black paint correction.
It is soft paint. A lot of people hate it because you end up getting DA haze because of how soft it is. So a lot of guys tend to steer towards a softer pad. You actually need to go with a more firmer pad typically, but it's also going to come down to what polish, what pad, what machine, what speed. There's a lot of different variables there. Rupus has a great product. They have great pads. We sell them within our websites. We chose them for a specific reason, because they are the best, in my opinion, in the market. They have a full line, so whether you're starting out doing paint corrections or you're the most skilled professional, they have everything for you, and it works on every paint system out there. It's just dialing in those variables. So, but the DA Fine with a Rupus yellow foam pad on the Mark 315 or Mark 215 polisher works wonders. Just dial back the amount of abrasives you're using, polish. Yep, there you go. That would be the what's that? The 3-inch one over there. I didn't bring that one. I had my polisher with me actually.
The other one is underneath it, so they're just sitting on top of each other. So yeah, right there.
That's just finally, if he's watching this, I finally got it the day before my birthday. It showed up at the house, which was 25th.
Yeah, inside joke on that one, but we're not going to get into that. What's the easiest car to PPF?
That would be the Tesla. Like a Model S or a Model Y. Some guys have problems with a Model Y front bumper if they're using a pattern because it's a lot of stretch. But if you're bulking that front bumper, it's piece of cake. Tack one side, go to the other side, tack it, hand swipe through the middle, squeegee it up, you're done. Trim it, wrap your edges. Good to go.
I was just corrected. Burner account said you already answered that question, so I apologize that you had to say it twice. My bad. Sorry, burner account. Okay. What's the hardest thing you've applied PPF to? That's a good one.
The one that got me the most gray hair, which is there's a reason why my hair is so short so that the gray doesn't show up so much. That was a 1967 275 GTB 4-cam Ferrari. It was full body PPF that was then being shipped to Italy for an exclusive 275 tour with 12 other Ferraris driving around Italy. It didn't take me as long as I thought it was going to take me, but the fact that I knew how much the car cost, which is it is the most expensive car I've ever put film on. Multiple millions of dollars, and it had already won platinum at Pebble Beach. So there's no cutting paint on that car. Like,
Have
yes,
Someone asked this and I forgot to grab it, but have you ever cut paint?
Oh, 100%.
Be honest. There, okay.
If you have not cut paint, you have not lived. Like, that's like a paint correction guy saying he has never burned an edge on a car.
Exactly, and that's like a window tinter saying they hand cut and they've never scratched a piece of glass.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
At least once in your life,
At least once you learn. Yes,
if you do this for a living, you will do it once, at least.
I agree. Oh, I did catch it. It was from Benny. Have you ever cut paint? I did catch it. Sorry, I was trying to catch things as it was coming through. So yeah.
I did cut paint, but I was able to sand it and polish it so you couldn't see it. Which is a little bit more difficult because I use carbon steel blades. I don't use stainless steel blades for PPF because they are sharper. Therefore, when you do cut, you tend to cut deeper, and it's a very, very thin scratch line or cut line. So laying in touch-up paint typically is not something you can do.
That's what we have these things for.
Yep, because you can sand and polish, and you're good.
That one right there on top, that's in the background. You can sand, polish, and everything with that one system.
Glass, paint, plastic, fiberglass.
Oh my God, I love that damn machine. I love it. Which comes to this, what does a good polisher cost?
Good polisher, just the machine alone. I mean, there's a lot of different brands out there. There are Chinese knockoffs, which I do not suggest, because if you've ever ran a weed eater for multiple hours and you feel your hands that have literally become numb, that is nerve damage.
Yeah.
So you don't want to run a machine like that because you're literally damaging your hands as you're trying to correct something. So I prefer a Rupus polisher because it is a well-balanced machine and you don't have the vibration out of it. Unless you are putting on a pad that's not designed for that machine and it's not balanced, so therefore it's throwing it off. But I can run that machine all day long, which I have for 12, 16-hour days, literally just correcting paint all day long, and I'm fine. I mean, my back might be sore from crouching down or something, but my hands are fine.
Now, this is not a sales pitch for Rupes or anything like that.
But I mean, I have a flex machine at home with the 3401, which is a gear-driven forced throw rotation. That one's basically, it comes out once in a great while. Like if I'm doing an RV or a belt dealing with like gel coat, it's good for that. It's not my go-to. Go
ahead. No, keep going.
Well, like Greets has their own polisher. It's okay. Their warranty's pretty good on it. It's just, if I'm going to do something for a living and be professional at it, Rupus is going to be my number one pick.
Now, I'm gonna go back to when you were talking about a well-balanced polisher. And listen, I've never paint corrected. I've never polished anything. I mean, I've goofed around with a polisher from like Harbor Freight. But let me tell you something. I learned a lot at that class that we all went to. And when he did that demonstration of the different pad to the polisher itself, and it threw it off balance, and then when he put the other one back on, it was like balanced. I was blown away. I was like, this is engineering to the finest for this kind of a product, because oh my God, as soon as I got home, I threw my piece of shit Harbor Freight one in the damn chart. And
I've ran the Harbor Freight ones back in the day when I was in a dealership still, and literally we had the backing plate literally would come off because there's a little C-clip ring in it, and the C-clip ring would break as you're working on the car, and the backing plate literally flies off across the shop, praying to God that it doesn't hit another car because it's going to do some damage. And I'm like, these are garbage. And I mean, your hands are literally numb. Like, there's guys that are out there that use anti-vibration gloves while they're polishing. I'm like, what do you need that for if you're actually using a quality product?
Right there.
Get the machine that doesn't damage you while you're trying to do your job and make some money.
And I'm sorry, what'd you say a good price point for those are?
They still sell the ES, which is the original version, but the Mark IIs, the difference between a Mark II and a Mark III Rupus polisher is The Mark III has a variable speed trigger, which personally doesn't make a huge difference for me. The Mark II would probably be, if you're starting out, the better option, and a 15 millimeter, which is a 5-inch backing plate. And those are 300-ish.
Yeah, about 300, maybe a little over. But oh my god, I was blown away by their machines. I was. I mean, if you're gonna want to invest and get a machine that works right, this is it. 100%.
Well,
I mean,
I don't have just one
away.
machine. I have multiple machines of different sizes because that was my profession, and we're trying to paint correct every surface of a car. So a 5-inch machine or a 6-inch machine isn't going to fit in all the little spots or into a scoop or something like that. So it got to the point where, we're using the smallest tools that we can get, but even that doesn't work. So now we start disassembling cars to be able to correct them, which is not for everybody. It takes a skill set to do it, and some people are just not wanting to go that route, which is fine.
Yeah.
We charged a lot to do it. So
sure. I was blown away, and I remember after the first day of training, I Kratz asked, he's like, "Hey, what do you think about?" I was like, "Dude, I'm blown away. I thought a fucking polisher was a polisher." Like,
I was so proud of you guys. I can say this because this is, this has been my lifestyle. But for you guys being window tinters and then immediately not just compounding or polishing the car on day one, it was sanding the car on day one.
Yeah.
So you went to the most severe route, and which was great for them to show that aspect, because that's the most terrifying, scary part for people that have never polished or done anything to paint. So to just jump right into that and be like, oh, okay, I can sand this, and now I know how to actually refine the paint after I do that.
Bring it back.
It takes that stress level down.
Yeah, I was very impressed with the whole 2-day training classes and stuff. I was very impressed with the guys that put the whole class together. I mean, the whole thing, man. I was just blown away. Like I said, I've never really got into it, and I just I will never steer away from this ever. Like, if I ever go into Harbor Freight, if I ever do again, I'm just going to look at those polishers they have on that back wall, and I'm just going to go like this. Fuck them craps.
I've when I worked at Cadillac, we had, the traveling suppliers to come in, and, they have all the chemicals that they would drop off. Well, they actually had polishers at the time too, and they had the Harbor Freight ones. And I mean, they dropped off 8 of them, and I think in 1 week 5 of them broke. And I mean, it wasn't like somebody dropping it or anything. It's just either the trigger would fail on it, or the backing plate would literally come off of it. And I'm like, these things are not a quality machine. Granted, they probably updated it since then, so I can't speak on their behalf for a current day. But I'm still not going to go and buy one.
There you go. and these have phenomenal warranties and stuff, and it's all done in house and everything, and it's all up here in Denver, Colorado. Yeah. They pay for the shipping to and from on their warranty, so you never. I mean, all you do is fill out the warranty thing online, and they send you the. Oh no, you can actually just go. They send you the package, don't you?
Yeah, you just go to UPS or FedEx and drop it off.
Yeah, and you don't even have to box it.
No, they'll box. Yeah, because FedEx, UPS, and FedEx box them both.
Yeah,
for you.
I said just bring the whole freaking machine up and just give it to them with the shipping slip, and they just do the rest, and then they ship it back fixed. And I'm like,
and I mean, their turnaround time is pretty good too.
Oh, he said 2 weeks because of when COVID, and whatever. But then he said 3. I think he said 3 days, right? Typically about 3 to 5 turnaround.
Yeah, I mean, it fluctuates. It also depends on like what machine you're sitting in. Like the newest machine, obviously, might take a little bit longer because it is a brand new machine. So parts getting that in, but they manufacture their own machines from start to finish.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. They're just phenomenal machines.
Mm-hmm.
I love them.
Originally made in Milan, Italy.
That's right. Yep. And their house right here in Denver, Colorado. I love it. Those guys are so cool up there. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Anybody got any more questions for Eye of the Tiger here?
Oh, I know there's more in there. I saw some.
Oh, I'm sure someone's going to say something. Come on now. Where are you guys at?
T-Town. Do you have to buy the phone from Autobahn to buy one? And no, you can actually, if you have an Edge account, which we can easily set you up with, you have access to all the machine.
You stop right there. I've already. I know Tim.
I can set you up today. Just send me a message.
Hey, shut up. No, Tim. Just we'll talk. I got you. I got you, buddy. You shut up, Tony.
But we have other things, squeegees, tint buster sprayers, which I actually did one of those yesterday for the first time. Pretty nice.
Yeah.
That Aston Martin I did, it came in handy.
You shut your mouth, though. You're going to pull a Billy. Oh.
When your next PPF class? Well, we do have classes in Texas. I'd have to look up when those are. I, so far, have not been one of the trainers yet at one of those classes. We've talked about me coming out there to do one of them. I just don't know when that's going to be. I do have a lot of people inquiring for training, like 4 of them in North Carolina alone. So next month is going to be busy, for sure.
Okay, this is kind of odd. How are you putting questions up if you're right there?
What, do you have any desire to move? What?
But that's under your name.
Is my wife on my computer at home? She's probably.
I think your wife is at home.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
She's probably on the computer at home right now, logged in.
She's like, oh, I'm gonna watch my husband. I'm gonna drill him with a couple questions. Da 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 da.
Yeah, she would love to go to Italy on vacation sometime.
Would you move there?
No.
No.
I'll go for vacation, but move there permanent? No, I'm good. Sneaky she is.
Oh, here you go. When is Tony coming to California? Which I need to get with you, because this is something me and you probably need to try to maybe do at the same time, and I'll talk to you about it. But it's in the works. It's in the works. In the works. Oh, here you go. I can't not put this up there. Lovely wife. Hi, honey. The missus says hi. All right. Burner account said someone's been chatting on his account the whole time.
Apparently we're in bed now, so
he said that. That's funny. I seen that and I was like, how the hell? Then she said maybe not forever. Oh my goodness. Well, dude, hey, is there anything you want to bring up real quick before we start doing some giveaways and blowing up the chats real quick? Because we are at about that hour mark.
Yeah, T-Town's at, let's see, how long would you do for a basic correction on a black car, say a Mazda 6? Depends on how bad the paint is, and then what the expectation is of a final outcome. Are they just happy with a glossier car, or do they want it, 100% defect free? Which there's limitations as to if a defect is too deep to be able to safely remove it. I mean, you are removing clear coat, and if that car has been polished on in its in the past, you have to know how much is left there to be able to safely remove it. You have one shot unless you're looking at repainting the car.
Yep. So. There's a little bit of a science to it. There is. There's a lot of, you got to balance things out. You can't just have a wool pad and the most abrasive thing and just start going to town. You can't do it.
You can, but you might not have paint left after that.
Well, I mean, you always want to kind of start in a test spot, somewhere,
And the thing that I tell a lot of detailers or guys that shoot for 100% perfect paint, which I used to be one of them, is you need to actually reevaluate what you're doing as a paint correction person or a polishing person or even just a detailer in general. Is you should be looking at the service as paint preservation. You need to understand that what you are doing is not reversible, and what is this person going to keep this car for 10, 15, 20 years? Is it going to be a collector car, or are they going to be getting rid of it in a year or two? Because if they want to bring that car in and they want that car to always be shiny and they bring it in every year or, biannually, then you need to let them know, okay, we can only do this so many times. Or if there is a deeper scratch, maybe we'll leave that one for now and we'll readdress it a year down the road or 2 years when, we're getting to the point where we can still save and not remove too much. So.
And something that goes along with what you just said is going to be customer and the person that's doing the work, their expectations of what the outcome is going to be also.
Education is huge, and some guys don't want to spend the time to talk to somebody and explain the process, and sometimes that customer might not want to hear the whole story, but you have to be willing to provide that information so that they don't come back on you and say, well, you didn't tell me this or that, and now I have this problem down the road. Well, you could have addressed that or put it on paper, have a form of warranty or stipulations or guidelines as to whether it's how to maintain it, how to take care of it during the process, or what your expectations are going to, if you're putting PPF on a car, whether you're going to have something that lifts or it's a stretch mark or a tack mark or something like that, a speck of debris or, an edge that's not fully wrapped because there's not anything to wrap it. I mean, there's guys that are trying to do full hoods that have a scoop on top of them, which I found out. And, we want to do it in one piece, put the scoop on top of it, looks great. 2 days later, that scoop has shifted repeatedly as the vehicle is, driving down the road, and now it's puckered the film out.
Yep.
And now it's pushed the film out so far that if you cut that out, it would all be exposed. So if we would have just, cut right at the edge of the scoop, it would have held up and lasted. So there's pushing the limits and knowing where to stop.
Yep. Education.
And that it's a gamble sometimes. I mean, we like to try to see how far we can go with certain things, but there has to be a point where you've been like, nope, it's not worth it because it's probably not going to hold up, and that looks bad on you, and it doesn't benefit the customer in the end because they're not going to be happy. They're bringing it back in and potentially have it fixed if it can be. So,
yeah, there's a lot of factors with a lot of things that we do. I mean, that's just it. Education is probably one of the biggest things when you're talking to the customer. I think the next thing is going to be, knowing your limits of what you're capable of doing and with the canvas you're working on. I mean,
undersell yourself. You can undersell yourself and look like the hero in the end.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, bring yourself down a little bit and be like, and then come out on top and let the customer just go, wow. I mean, there's a lot of things, but yeah. All right, let's do some giveaways. I know everybody's waiting around for this shit. So now I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So what I need you to do is I need you to come up with a question of something that you've spoke about in this podcast. Yeah. Something that you mentioned that, let's see who was all paying attention. And then when you see the answer in the chats, call it out who it was. And they'll get a little something from Tinter brand.
Okay. This one's actually this one's easy for me. It's probably going to be hard for them. So
go.
What was the first dealership that I worked for and I spent 8 years working for?
Oh, the name of the dealership or
the brand? We'll say brand.
All right. So what brand dealership did he work for 8 years when he first started? Go for it.
First dealership I ever worked for.
Let's go, guys. Who's been paying attention?
If it's spelled correctly. Are we going on spelling errors here?
Just tell me who got it first. I'm not worried about spelling. Come on, Andy. You start typing fast, shit happens.
It was Tint'er.
Tint'er?
Tint'er. Yes.
I don't even know who that is.
I no idea. Or Tint'er. ARTES.
All right, so
got it in second.
Whoever that is needs to get a hold of me. Either message me on Facebook or Instagram, and I will send you a little care package from Tinter brand. So there you go.
It worked for Volkswagen for 8 years. Became a service service recon manager also. And back then, yes, we still used the big scrub brushes to wash cars. Boy, did I hate it. I was the hourly detailer where all the rest were flat rate, so I got stuck doing all the showroom cars.
All right, let's do another one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you think, bro. Let's go.
I have 2 brands of dual action polishers. Obviously, we know Rupus is one of them.
Yeah.
What is the other brand of polisher that I have at home that I don't use very often?
So 2 brands of polishers, Rupes being one. What is the second one that Tony uses?
And it is dual action. It's not rotary.
What is the brand name? What is it? Let's go. Who's got it? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
David C20.
David C20. Get it. It is Flex.
It is Flex. It is a 34L1 gear driven. Man, I need to pick a harder one.
All right, we're gonna do one more. Go for it. Let's go.
What state was I born in?
Oh,
If somebody knows me well, they'll probably get this one.
Oh, come on now. Who's got the answer? Who's gonna get it?
Jason Perry.
Jason Perry gets it.
Yeah, that wasn't hard enough.
You want to do one more and make it harder?
I mean, the one that Kratz had was actually really good about the whole nicknames.
Yeah. I'll do one more if you want to do another. I don't care.
How many years have I been in PPF? I said this once.
Shit, I forgot. I forgot what you said. All right, how many years has Tony been in the PPF world? Let's go.
Man, Kyle. Wow. Okay. Sheesh.
Kyle tonight? Shit.
Wow. You guys are on top of it tonight. Somebody must actually be listening to this.
Well, I mean, I hope they're listening. I mean, they wouldn't be here if they didn't want to listen, but good Lord, man.
Golly.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Tint'er.
Yep.
David C20, Jason Perry, and Kyle. Which, Kyle, I'll just bring yours to Denver with me because I know you're going to be here. But the other 3, reach out to me. I need addresses and stuff, and I'll get it out to you guys next week because I'm going to be busy all this week. So there you go. There's the winners. Holy shit.
And Vinny, it's actually I of the Kiger because my last name is Kiger. So it's the
I of the Kiger.
But I accept Tiger because everybody gets the last name and first name mixed up with Frosted Flakes and all that good stuff. So.
Yeah. I of the Kiger. So funny.
It's only one letter.
All right. So here's the thing. We're at an hour and 10 minutes, which is perfect. I know you probably want to kind of relax. You probably want to get something to eat. So I'm not going to take up any more of your time.
It's like, what time is it? 8 o'clock? Dinner. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to let you have the rest of the night. And I will definitely see you tomorrow morning. But is there anything you would like to leave? Any words of advice, any words of wisdom or anything like that before I kick you off my show? Oh, I love doing this part. You know I love doing this part.
Education, which my wife will also agree on this because she's been a teacher most of her life. Don't stop learning. You're only going to get better. And, I mean, that's how I've gotten to this point. Just keep pushing yourself, whether that's in sales, marketing, installations, you name it. Like, got to keep moving. Yep.
Don't stop. Keep moving forward. Learn from your mistakes, and you'll progress 100%. So,
and
cool.
and with this company, you have multiple people that are, territory managers that are still trainers and installers.
And we'll answer anybody. We'll
Yep.
answer anybody. We don't care. You got questions, we'll answer. All you gotta do is reach out.
Whether you're with or without us, doesn't matter.
Yep, doesn't matter. We don't care. Reach out to us. All right, Tony. On that note, thanks again. I know you're literally flight, hotel came on the show, so I'm gonna let you go tonight. I will see you tomorrow morning. Yes,
Dark
it's
out there now.
Oh no shit! The sun went behind the mountains. It's gone, dude. You're done. I will see you tomorrow morning. On that note, thank you so much. Now get the fuck off my show. Bye. Okay, there goes Tony. I didn't. You know me. I don't give anybody a chance to say anything. Like, bye. Get the fuck off. Thank you so much, Tony. If you guys listen, Tony's all over social media. He's on Facebook. He's on Instagram. Everything like that. If you guys got questions about PPF or coatings or polishing or anything like that, please feel free to reach out to him. Send him a message, and he will answer anything he can. Like, that's what we're all here for, is to help. So thank you again, Tony. Go get you something to eat. Whatever. Go drink a Mountain Dew for all I care. Like, whatever. Because I know you probably got like a case of them in your hotel room. But anyways. All right, so if you guys want something, hit me up. Kyle, I got yours. I'll bring it up tomorrow with me, so don't worry about that. Other than that, that's it. So real quick, I'm going to bring up some stuff real quick. I'm going to turn the chats off real quick. I am going to bring up a couple things. First off, got to bring this back up. Tim Buster, so if anybody came in late, you guys scan that code right there. Scan that code and go check out timbuster.com. And you guys will absolutely love this. I've got one personally, and I've used it numerous times, and I love it. I absolutely do. And no, I'm not getting paid to say I love it. If I don't approve of it, I won't say. I will not say I approve of it. LU's come up with something that's absolutely fantastic. So scan that code. Go check out timbuster.com. Go snag you one. And if you guys are part of Autobahn or Edge, they're on the website to purchase also. Small little plug. Let's see here. Also, guys, don't forget, scan that right there. That is Tinter Brand. Go check out tinterbrand.com. If you guys need something done custom or anything like that, if you guys got some ideas or want something done, any merchandise, towels, shirts, pants, socks, underwear, stationery, go hit up Tinter Brand. Scan that code right there. Go to tinterbrand.com and feel free to email tinterbrand@gmail.com. Also, that's their email. It's not just word, it's a damn lifestyle. Damn right. Let's see. Also, I'm going to bring this up. If you guys love the show and you guys would like to support the show, anything helps. This goes for giveaways, everything right here. If you guys want to scan that and support the show and you want to see the show continue, anything helps, right? Right there, right? Somewhere, right here. Okay, scan that code. Da, da, da. And I'm going to run. I gotta find it first. Here is the Tint Buster right here. And get to see it being used. That's right, guys. Tintbuster.com. Go check it out. Also, shout out Tintwiz. Boom! If you guys don't know what TintWiz is, go to tintwiz.com. Download your free 30-day trial. If you guys need help with anything, getting set up, there are tons of TintWiz coaches out there available to help you set it up to your needs, your specifications for your shop, and they will get you going in the right direction. Again, tintwiz.com. Go check it out. Also, go join the Facebook group, TintWiz Community. And if you got questions, oh my gosh, all you got to do is type something and it's like answers really quick. So shout out to Tintwiz. Thank you for everything you guys do for all of us in the industry. And go check it out. If you don't know Tintwiz, you've been living under a rock. Yeah, that's it. I love saying that's like my favorite part to say. If you don't know Tintwiz, you've been living under a rock. Again, thank you, Tony, for being part of the show. That is it for tonight's show. I don't know who's going to be on next week. I know I'm slipping. I'm sorry. My bad. Oh well, life happens, right? On that note, I'm going to get out of here. I got shit to do, and then I'll be up in Denver. Autobahn week. Autobahn week. It's not even conference week. It's Autobahn week. I think that's fair. Anyways, that's it. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.